We have Bobby Hansen here from the Better Business Bureau as we introduce you to yet another satisfied customer.
Absolutely.
I guess you would say, because we were talking about the Better Business Bureau and what you guys do, and we're going to introduce you to a man from Midwest Construction here momentarily. But first of all, tell us a little bit about Better Business Bureau and why it's so important.
Well, in our 75th year here in Iowa, in central Iowa, we cover the entire state, and we're creating an ethical marketplace built upon trust between consumers and the business owner. And as we bring in Paul here today, he's an Integrity Award winner, two-time award winner, won it back in 1999, and this past year in 2015.
What does that mean, Integrity Award winner?
Well, we have an annual award where we award 5 business owners who have displayed, above and beyond exemplary integrity in their business dealings. Nominated by customers, and we go through a vetting process where we look at what they did, and they rose to the top once again. And just what they do through their advertising, what Paul spends a lot of time on his advertising, making sure it's correct in his ad reviews, and then following up with promises, puts everything in writing, and he's an A+ rated BBB customer.
There you go. Paul you're talking about, Paul Despinez, good to see you here from Midwest Construction. How long has Midwest Construction been around?
Since 1958.
1958, Lou, right here on the shirt.
Yep, it's on the shirt, Lou.
Yeah. I feel like I've heard that name before, and it has to be from advertising that you do throughout our community, but tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, our company's a family-owned and operated home improvement company. We do siding, windows, and sunrooms. My father started the business and brought all of us kids into it. So when we say we're family-owned and operated, my partners are my 2 sisters and my big brother.
How does that work out for you?
It works out great for them. And in 1986, we joined the Better Business Bureau, and when we received our information package, I was more interested in that certificate so we could use it and show homeowners that we are members of their BBB and we are going to apply to their Code of Ethics. My dad threw this book at me, and it's called the Code of Ethics, the Code of Advertising. And he handed me the book, he said he read it, and he wanted me to read the book and use this for the rest of my business career when I was putting together my advertising. And it's important to use and have something to follow.
A playbook, so to speak, yeah.
Exactly. So when we go to market, we're truth in lending, truth in advertising, whatever we do, we are going to use the Code of Advertising through the Better Business Bureau. They've also given us some good code of ethics to follow and to base our home improvement business off of. And those are the things that I believe have helped us be successful and transitioning from the first generation to the second, and now most importantly from the second to the third generation.
What do you think is the one most important thing you follow in that playbook there?
Probably the disclosures. You need to make sure that you're going to disclose everything you're going to do in writing, and it's a good idea to make sure that you disclose everything that the warranties are going to cover. You do not want to make any promises that you can't keep. If you do that, then you're going to end up on the BBB list.
Mm-hmm. So being upfront with everybody right off the top is going to make everyone happier with their product and your service.
Exactly. You need to be upfront with the performance of your product, the performance of your crews. You don't need to oversell your windows or siding and say they're going to save everybody X amount of dollars when they really don't. So be fair and ethical. We're consumers at Midwest Construction as well. We have to go out and buy things from companies. Mm-hmm. We just recently had a new air conditioning and a new furnace installed. So I did the right thing. I got the 3 bids for the company. I took a look at everything. I looked at the companies themselves and their records. I went to the BBB website, checked them all out. You can Google things too, but you might get some false reviews.
Right.
So after my partners and I looked at the products, we looked at the costs, we did not pick the cheapest price. We actually went with the most expensive price, but they were only $600 apart. We believe the company we picked was going to give us the service we need if and when we need the service.
And
now, Bobby,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, no, Bobby, he used the BBB as a tool for his own business, not just to let people know that he's part of it. And can anybody do this, or do you have to be part of the BBB to check some things out through the Better Business Bureau?
No, it's a good question, Lou. Anybody can go to bbb.org.
So anybody can do what he did?
Absolutely, and I would advise that. That's one of the 3 things that we advise. When you're selecting a contractor or anybody in general, any service that you're dealing with, is get it in writing, as Paul talked about. Know your timeline. When is the service going to be performed? A general like Midwest Construction is responsible for all the employees that he has coming onto the job site, so you release release the lien. So that's all Midwest Construction. And the third is the most important. Go to bbb.org and research this company. See what kind of grade they have, see how many complaints they've had, and see how they followed up with those complaints. People do get complaints, but it's how they follow up and how they make those things better.
How they resolve them.
How they resolve them. That's the word I was looking for. How they resolve them in a timely manner.
Because as you were hinting at, it's a very fair website because you do give the company an opportunity to speak their case and the consumer speak their case so that you know both sides of the story.
And there it is right there, bbb.org. We're located right here in Beaverdale and Des Moines, and 243-8137, or outside the area, 800-222-1600, and talk to somebody at the other end of the phone, and they'll help you through the process.
There you go. It has to make you feel good when you have somebody who not only uses the seal from the BBB for their own business, but then also utilizes your service as well.
Yeah, you know, they're an A+ rated company, Midwest Construction, and just look at his logo right there. I love the black and gold, kind of like the Hawkeyes.
Of course you would. Yeah.
That's why I
I
went,
see what
Bobby.
you're going after.
You should go sit over there, Hanson.
Well, what does it mean to you to have an integrity award for the second time now?
You know, that they ask me that question all the time, and for us at Midwest Construction, here's what integrity means. The ability to go to set up our home shore fair booth, be at our booth at the Iowa Cubs or the Buccaneers, to be able to walk up and see our customers in a mall or at the bank and not have to run from them. You can actually walk up to them, shake their hand, and they have a smile on their face because they're happy with what you did for them.
There you
That's
go.
integrity to Midwest Construction.
There you go.
Very
Good
good.
answer.
Job well done. Yeah, get a hold of Paul and his family there in Midwest Construction if you got one of those summer projects you want done.
We're ready
Good
for them.
plan. Thank you, buddy.
Okay, thank you.